Have you ever imagined 5,000 Romans going toe-to-toe with an astounding 4,000 Germanics? Picture this. The year is 15 AD and the location is none other than the infamous Teutoburg forest. This wasn't your ordinary skirmish. It was a clash of titans, a battle for the ages that left an indelible mark on history. But hold on a minute. Why were the Romans even in this part of the world? Well, it all boils down to one man, the ambitious and enigmatic Augustus. He had dreams of expanding the empire, and these dreams took him to the heart of Germany. But little did he know the kind of resistance he would face there. Fasten your seatbelts because we're about to take you back in time to relive the epic showdown between 5,000 Romans and 4,000 Germanics. From the opening salvos to the final curtain call, we'll explore every twist and turn of this unforgettable battle. But here's the catch. We're not just going to tell you about it. Oh no, we're going to dig deeper, analyze the strategies, the tactics, and the very essence of what made this battle a defining moment in history. So if you're ready to embark on a journey back in time to witness the clash of two civilizations, stay tuned because this is more than just a battle. It's a testament to the human spirit, courage, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of victory. And as always, our curious friends, if you find value in our historical tales, we invite you to support us. Your support fuels our journey through time. So let's dive into the annals of history together and uncover the secrets of the past. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Augustus, the first emperor of Rome, had set his sights on conquering Germania, a vast and unruly territory inhabited by various Germanic tribes. Now, why Germania, you ask? Well, Augustus saw it as a strategic move to secure the northern borders of his empire and prevent pesky invasions. Plus, it wouldn't hurt to have a bit of land to brag about, right? But little did he know that the Germanics weren't exactly thrilled about the idea of becoming Roman property. In 15 AD, a small band of 5,000 Roman soldiers, led by the experienced General Publius Quinctilius Varus, ventured into the dense and unforgiving Teutoburg forest to teach those unruly Germanics a lesson they wouldn't forget. But as the saying goes, the best-laid plans often go awry. And oh boy, did they go awry. You see, the Roman army, with its gleaming armor and disciplined ranks, was a force to be reckoned with. But the Germanics, fierce and cunning warriors, had the advantage of knowing the forest like the back of their hands. They were quick, agile, and could strike with the suddenness of a viper. Before you could say, "Beware of dog," the Germanics had dealt a crushing blow to the Romans, leaving them utterly defeated and demoralized. Now you might be scratching your head wondering, how did this defeat happen? What went wrong for the mighty Roman Empire? Well, let's dissect this colossal clash of cultures and see what lessons we can learn from it. First off, let's talk about the terrain. The Teutoburg forest was a nightmarish maze of dense undergrowth and towering trees. It was like trying to fight in a thick, dark jungle. Not exactly the Romans' cup of tea. The Germanics, on the other hand, thrived in this environment. They were used to navigating the treacherous terrain and using the natural obstacles to their advantage. In this case, the forest was their secret weapon. Then we have the element of surprise. The Germanics had the upper hand because they managed to keep their numbers hidden. You see, the Romans' intelligence wasn't top-notch, and they didn't realize they were walking into a trap. By the time they realized the gravity of the situation, it was already too late. The Germanics had sprung their ambush and there was no turning back. But let's not forget the human factor. The Roman army, despite its size and might, suffered from internal squabbles and a lack of coordination. On the other hand, the Germanics were united, disciplined, and ready to fight for their homeland. Their unity and determination proved to be a potent combination against the Romans. As for the Roman general, Publius Quinctilius Varus, he made some questionable decisions that contributed to the disaster. Some historians argue that he underestimated the Germanics, thinking they were a bunch of ragtag barbarians. Others say he was too confident in his own abilities and the power of the Roman army. Whatever the case may be, his tactics and strategies proved to be ineffective against the German forces. To make matters worse, the weather took a turn for the worst during the battle. Storms, high winds, and muddy conditions added to the chaos and misery of the Roman soldiers, making it nearly impossible for them to regroup and launch a proper defense. It was a perfect storm of bad luck for the Romans. The aftermath of the battle was nothing short of catastrophic for the Roman forces. Out of the 5,000 Roman soldiers who entered the Teutoburg forest, only a handful managed to escape alive. The rest were either killed in action or perished due to the harsh conditions. The loss of life was staggering, and the impact on Roman morale was devastating. News of the defeat spread like wildfire throughout the empire, casting a long shadow of shame over the once invincible Roman army. Augustus, the emperor, was left with egg on his face and a decision to make. Should he try to salvage what was left of his campaign, or cut his losses and retreat? In the end, Augustus opted for damage control. He tried to minimize the fallout of the battle and present a more favorable narrative to the public, but the damage was done. The Roman invasion of Germania was effectively over, and the Teutoburg forest became a symbol of Roman defeat and the limits of their expansion. The tale of the clash between 5,000 Romans and 4,000 Germanics in 15 AD is a story of bravery, strategy, and the unpredictability of warfare. Despite being outnumbered 8-1, the Roman soldiers fought valiantly, showcasing remarkable courage and tenacity. Their discipline and training allowed them to hold their ground against a much larger force, inflicting significant casualties on the Germans. However, the Germanics, with their intimate knowledge of the terrain and guerrilla tactics, proved to be formidable opponents. They used their agility and cunning to exploit the weaknesses of their Roman adversaries, eventually turning the tide of battle in their favor. The heavy losses suffered by the Romans, including the death of several prominent generals, sent shockwaves throughout the empire. This defeat not only tested the limits of Roman military might, but also forced them to reevaluate their strategies for dealing with the resilient Germanic tribes. The aftermath of the battle had far-reaching consequences. It marked a turning point in the Roman approach to Germania, leading to a more cautious and respectful policy towards the region's inhabitants. The clash of these two mighty forces serves as a reminder of the complexities of warfare and the importance of adaptability and respect for one's enemy. Analyzing the stunning Roman defeat of 15 AD reveals a multitude of factors that contributed to this surprising outcome. First and foremost, the Roman army's failure to adapt to the challenging terrain of the Teutoburg forest played a crucial role in their downfall. The dense undergrowth and lack of visibility hindered their ability to deploy their superior numbers and firepower effectively. Instead, the Germanics, with their intimate knowledge of the area, exploited the forest's natural obstacles to their advantage, turning the expected Roman strengths into weaknesses. Furthermore, the Romans' logistical support system was stretched to its limits, struggling to keep up with the demands of such a large-scale campaign deep within hostile territory. The difficulties in transporting supplies and reinforcements left the Roman troops vulnerable and weakened. On the other hand, the Germanics displayed remarkable tactical flexibility and resilience. They abandoned traditional battle formations, opting instead for guerrilla tactics that capitalized on their mobility and knowledge of the terrain. This unorthodox approach caught the Romans off guard, disrupting their formations and demoralizing their troops. Moreover, the Germanics' ability to unite various tribes under a common banner presented a formidable challenge for the Romans. The diverse range of Germanic peoples, each with their unique fighting styles and battle strategies, formed a cohesive and adaptable fighting force that the Romans were ill-equipped to counter. Finally, the leadership and decision-making on both sides played a pivotal role in the outcome of the battle. While the Roman general, Publius Quinctilius Varus, is often criticized for his overly cautious approach and failure to anticipate the Germans' tactics, The German leaders demonstrated strategic brilliance in unifying the tribes, exploiting the terrain, and ultimately achieving a stunning victory against a seemingly invincible foe. The analysis of this battle offers valuable insights into the nature of warfare, the importance of adaptability, and the significance of understanding one's enemy and the environment in which they operate. It serves as a reminder that even the most powerful empires can falter when confronted with forces that understand and exploit their vulnerabilities. Hey, our curious friends. We hope you've enjoyed diving into the fascinating clash between 5,000 Romans and 4,000 Germanics in 15 AD. If you're eager to continue exploring more captivating historical tales, don't forget to show your support. Your support fuels our journey through time, allowing us to bring more incredible stories to life. Thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you in the next exciting chapter of history.